Hey there folks, and welcome back to the 600pp tryouts. In this tryouts I am doing the 911 Turbo on 9/30 of 1981. So here's the parts and stuff of what I bought this time around. Which basically I had to buy every engine part for this one. No weight reductions though. Better say, yep, horsepower 454, which is not a whole lot in terms of 600pp grade cars. 483.3 foot-pound torque. So, I guess if there's a good thing to say, it's probably not as fuel consumption at least. Yeah, sitting at 3,635 cc engine though, that's a bit heavy. For a flat 6-cylinder. Better than that, not really bad so far. I'd say it's kind of balanced as a result. Now for the parts, what you could do to the Porsche 911 Turbo. In other words, the 930. Or in other words, what nickname I gave this car, the Ghost. Okay, you can change it from standard to wide tires for regular tires, or regular rims, because yeah, I just kept it on regular rims. I changed the color though a little bit. It just has a more greener glint. You got the sides, skirts, rear skirts, and a wing. Which has a Pac-Man goes. You know what? Yeah, no custom spoiler. Not surprised, because it already has a built-in spoiler already. Why would you do that? The hood pins. You know, you're slapping a spoiler on top of another spoiler, which I had to recheck just in case it was like custom or anything. No. Tone hooks. And roll cage, for some reason I didn't add sideboard. I think it has back seats. Okay, never mind. That's what I did. Go with the cool lights. Keep it gassy appearance. Very misty. Show off where the license plate's gonna be. Although very different if you had the basic front flip though. And say green brakes on this one. And here's the engine swap too as a bonus because it has an engine swap. Which motor is that? I cannot remember. I guess it's a newer one though. I'm back in the 90s. 90s or maybe even further newer. Yeah, here's the inner tuning list. Tune setup I basically did, which at most I think I changed the anti-roll bar on that. Well, change it to the ventral because that's the bigger problems with this one. Spoilers didn't got changed very much. Ballast 114 because yeah, this car's already light. Pretty light already. So you might as well add some weight back into it. You could trade it for more speed, which yeah, this car definitely needs. And even with that, it's still not that very fast. Yeah, increase body rigidity, bore up stuff. So yeah, I guess the big thing to mention too, this car is very unique because it's an RR drivetrain, which does that mean? That means the engine is located on the far rear of the car, instead of the inner rear, what MR is. So yeah, that's what that means. So yeah, the Porsche 911, or in other words, the Porsche 930 Turbo. So you can call it that because, while it does have the 911 name, the 911 name is a family name. While the inner name is called 930. So, yeah, if you want to know what kind of 911 you have, well, there's your inner number name for that. Which basically became basically a big thing for Porsches to come, basically. But this 911 is technically the first 911 with a turbo, to say. Because the 901 didn't have a turbo. Stuff like that. So as a result, it's a bit more faster in a way. But not really fast for this case, I must say. And kind of tricky to maneuver, but it has great maneuver. I would say turning acceleration for this case of this track, I would say around, I would say 3, because turning is great, usually great when it comes to Porsches because they're very light balanced, I would say. Acceleration wise though, I would say 2 because it's not that crazy. Very potent. It's there, but it's not really that noticeable. So as a result, it doesn't really hit the big contender side of things for a sports car. Which is weird to say, because whenever you hear a 911, you think of something elite, when in this case, not really. But then again, I might push it so far, it really doesn't need to be in this league either. Because I gotta admit, I think this would be better off in 550 PP already. In my standards. But at least it's better than the RX-7 of last time I did this. The REM MME. Sorry, it's gonna be a bit because just to say I've been gone for a good bit because of reasons, and I will mention those reasons afterwards here. Not trying to bait or anything, I just don't want to mention right now. More trying to mention about the car on hand right now. But yeah, this is the Ghost decal I decided to go with on this car, which probably my most unique thus far, I must say, because this decal I just brain thought it. I don't know if I cooked well, I just know I brain thought it. My only biggest problem, you're probably gonna notice on the spoiler, if you look underneath the spoiler, you'll see like decal and stuff. I tried to get rid of that freaking decal. Underneath it, it's just, the spoiler's weird. That's the biggest problem. It's just whenever you touch that fin part of the spoiler. Because the decal thing just can't understand, oh hey, you're touching that, or you're touching that too. No, I'm just touching the one spot. Let me put it where I want it, basically. So yeah, that's the front part. I would say, basically a sports car of its time in the 1980s. I mean, it had competition, like for example, the real contender, which was Fairway Z, and then you have maybe Aston Martin, Jaguar, and stuff, perhaps at that time. I don't know, we have no Aston Martin or Jaguars of that time, because for some reason Grand Turismo just opt those out. It's like, okay. Let's not have the mid of the history of Aston Martin and Jags. Although Jags shat themselves, and Aston Martin, not much better. However, that is the best time for this one, because yeah, that was the best I could get right there, which is 114.586. Not bad. I must say. Now onto the Dragon Trail, which Dragon Trail is where it kind of shines the most, oddly enough. And stuff. Check the time too. Where did I hit? Yeah, so the 911, it surprisingly didn't go faster than the REM and Mia there on the turn course, but I'm not surprised. I think that's where the REM and Mia Tucker shines the most too. But where the 911 sits is between the Dodge Viper GTS and the NSX Type R, which yeah, that NSX I need to redo that one for future. After some understandings and stuff, probably in the future, but for now, it is what it is. But yeah, it sits at 15th place. The 911 does. Onto the Dragon Trail, which, yeah, I'd say maneuvered its best friend. But they did pretty good. Although I'm gonna admit that lap I did God tier with that one. But yeah, you're probably wondering on that last chicane there, you might think I'm cheating there. I'm technically not, because I had the shortcut penalty thing on. It does not register that. So it's on their fault if they don't count that. It feels like it should though, but I'm taking advantage of it because you just kind of have to. It's like if it's not on the penalty line, it's like what's the point of not taking it? If it turns out that's the fastest way to go about it. I hate to say that. Yeah, overall to say about this, it doesn't get... It's kind of weird. This car is very weird to me. Which is probably why I call it Ghost too, because this car is super weird about its things. Because it is a loose car, but not loose as you'd think. Not by acceleration, it's just by the turning. By turning and then the brakes. The brakes can barely hold the line, basically. I had to modify the brakes for dang sure on this one. It was very painful. Yeah, it's right. But this is why I do explore with other cars, so I can understand new mechanics and stuff. If I ever come across these, then I know what to do, and that's what makes a tuning get better. Because once you know, then you never have to deal with that issue ever again. That's why it's always good to explore every kind of car out there and see what its problems hit at. That way you can kind of master issues and technically make it even better than whatever it was. Yeah, let's see here on this lap here. We did 152.627. 152.460, not bad. However, nowhere as close as God tier lap, because here comes that. As soon as I show how fast it goes straight down, stuff like that. And then yeah, those brakes, man. It really requires a lot of gentrification and a lot of steady brake presses, because if you don't, this car would just get out of control. It's a very difficult one to handle. So I would say consistency, I was going to say it was very mellow, but I'm going to say a 2 on that, because if you really do get under control, you get like the best flats possible. And this is going to be that example right here. Because yeah, this is definitely the best lap I've done. Something like that. But yeah, so yeah, I'll say this again though. The whole 911 Porsche family is a basically family of the sports car side. And mostly there are R's, but there can be all-wheel drives too, I think. But they've been mostly RRs. The all-wheel drive, you could thank the 959 for that. Which is kind of its own thing. It was made in mind for rally car, Group B racing, but Group B then got canned out because it got too dangerous and such. But it was surprising Porsche wanted to participate in that. Probably would have done good if Lancia was a dumbass and put a gas tank underneath the seat. There we go with the last swing and onto the straight, on down. 51.212. That was fast. That puts it in the 10th spot. Right next to the Jaguar F-Type R of 9th and the MP4 12C of 11th. Now onto Tokyo Expressway east clockwise, which, yeah, speed is definitely not its thing. I'm gonna say now it's definitely a 3 or 2. It's a bit higher, but it's not really crazy. Then it does 187, which is about where our Cocoa Bun hits. So, nothing too crazy to look at, basically. Oh yeah, if you want to know if it did destroy the REM there, I assume it did. Yeah, it did. REM was 18th on Dragon Trail. Oh wait, no. It was... Oh, 14. Okay. So not too far, but yeah. However, 18th for REM for Tokyo Expressway, so it's at least faster than that, I'll say that. Not by a whole lot, but I do consider the REM that rival. In fact, it's kind of funny, the RX-7 is that kind of rival to the 911. So if the RX-7 would come back, the RX-7 needs to beat the 911. It has to. So that's a real contender. Which is kind of funny. Because there's always a sort of rival to another. So it turns out Mustang's rival is BMW of all things. Mercedes' case, I'm trying to think on that one. I'm gonna guess a Fairway Z. A little bit. So I can't think of anyone who kind of hits close to Mercedes. Not praising Mercedes as God tier, I'm just saying I just don't know what's close. Besides, I can only think of Corvette to Mercedes, which is kind of ironic on that, but yeah. In that case. Yeah, 211.134, not bad. That's about where I would kind of want it mostly for good times. Those that are basically like C and D cars, but yeah, I would mainly say it's kind of a C or D. Probably more of a D. Not the worst, but it's there. Drive across there. But yeah, I just decided, like, let's just try something different for decal. Instead of based off something, I wanted to just, make something unique. Because sometimes you gotta let that mind, try to stretch, see if it can go further beyond. It's good to do. So I am a bit of an artist, so, yeah. I love looking at art piece every now and then just to see how it was made and stuff. Yeah, fast goes. Considering, here's another case why I think I might have technically overtuned this car. It said to hit only 300, which I will say you don't really have to rely on that. Sometimes speed gauge just shit, but in this case, I kind of say that's kind of legit, and if you're going that fast, I think you're kind of breaking the body. Yeah, 187, which is not bad, which I forgot to check the actual top speed on this, but I'm gonna guess it hits around maybe 193. It's not crazy, like I said. But yeah, it's in terms of Le Mans, I don't think it's that fast. Such because of the code drag. Because code drag becomes a big deal when you have so much air to max and stuff. That's why you don't want a car going nuts on air to max, because if you do, then the car's holding back its actual potential of speed, perhaps, which is bad for speed tracks, good for turn tracks, because it keeps the car more pointed. And it's as long as it keeps the car more pointed. Because I'll just say this, if you want the most aerodynamic right then and there, always get a rear skirt. Spoiler would be the last thing you would probably add. If your car needs to go that fast. Which when I say that fast, 200 miles per hour. So it technically... No, I take that back. Probably like 180. Once you hit 180, I think it's time for a spoiler. I could be wrong. It could be even less than that. Maybe 160. I'm not sure. I'm babbling. So, I try to think of, you know, good things. Not misinformed things. But, you know, it could just so happen. Is it my response that I did that? Yep. Not bad. Here we go, straight on down at 151.8. See what we get here. This is the last lap. Let's see. .607, which, yeah, the tuning was faster. It was 210.450. I will say, but I will say that 210.450 was kind of god tier. So what all can it do? You basically do the Sunday Cups because it's a road car. It could do the European Cups because it's within the continent of Europe. And that's such. It cannot do the FR European. I will say that. Because it's not FR, it's an RR. Okay, it cannot do that. It can do the European Clubman Cup, because I just realized that there. Okay, you can do all that. Then you can do the Porsche Cup here. So yeah, Porsche Cup. You got the Switzerland League. I will say just be careful about the Porsche Cup and the Switzerland League because you might need better tires. If it's just not good enough. Because then, as I will say, yeah, 454 horsepower is not a whole lot at that point. Because that's the biggest problem about the 911 turbo is that it's not very horsepower efficient. And what do you think? I didn't get the World Touring 600, but I was looking around to see what can I do historic. Yes, yes it can because 1989. So yeah, if you lower it just a bit, you can put it in that. And then for World Touring Car 600, yeah. Let's check to see if you get dirt tires. Strangely, you can. I don't know if I want to drive this in the dirt. I have to try that. I need to try when I need to say I need to try because I think I said to another car as well. And a turbo, which I think you're good for that, so you can probably do that. I never seen a contender that was that crazy. You know, it's supposed to be 700 pp, which part of my gunk cost there, but yeah. Gonna be a bit mucusy on some of the talks here. Trying not to. Yeah, World Touring Car 600. You can basically do most of the tourings there as presented. And now the results, basically. So what you get is essentially kind of basically like the REM Amiya, just a little bit better in some angles, some not. It does have great fuel though, 9 laps, or 8 laps basically. The problem is its performance is not that great, considering the SX was already up there. And then I also had the REM Amiya and Skyline up there too. Now, would I say that's more of the fucking stupid progression rubber band? Yes, because anytime they pit, they just think, oh, I need to be fast as fuck right now, until he pits. Every time. I don't know why, it just so happens. I hate it. I hate that type of rubber band so bad. That is so cheating. It's like, oh, I was pressing the throttle all the way. Just think of the cartoons out there where they're just gentle driving, and next thing you know, they're just fucking for it. Because that's what it feels like, and I hate that. That basically just tells me the AI is never showing its actual skill to me. Not that I kind of want to anyway. They're already driving cheating cars as if, because that NSX is 600, again, 640, 50. I would say 50 because of the spoiler. Just to help it turn even better. And then you got the REM Amiya that's probably full tuned and also learned softs. Which is, so I'm definitely right about that. And then you got the GTR 17, which mediums, but does feel a bit higher than usual. So yeah, I might have mentioned this like 50 plus times, but it is just BS just to come across that every freaking time. That's the one thing I don't like about this game. When you witness that. I mean, yeah, he was going to pit, but still shouldn't be pulling that crap. I want a legitimate opponent. I want an opponent that, no matter what he can do, can only perform that time. Because the only way I would say a rubber band should kind of exist is a gradual learning process rubber band, not a catch-up rubber band. You get what I mean? That's what I should see. I want to see gradual gains of time lapse to the point where it's suitable for a not a pro player, but just a experienced player can handle. Because I would call myself experienced. I wouldn't call myself pro. I could try pro, but you know, not really my forte. So yeah, now. Oh wait, no. So overall, I give this car, I would say a D at best. It has great fuel. Like, at least that's the one good thing it has. But everything else, for its times and stuff, is just very decent. It's not really crazy. Well, except for that drag control, that was a banger. I'm surprised I even did that. Considering the REM Mia looked like it probably did more consistently better, but I'm not sure. But yeah, so just to recap: speed 2, acceleration 2, momentum 4, turning 3. Trying to think of other things to say. Fuel 8 laps on this track. That's pretty good. Oh, the tires do kind of burn a bit because. So I would say for tires case, probably a 3. It's just there. Where other cars can not burn their tires so quickly. Cause yeah, I should always have a tires one too. That's one I just keep forgetting. And then consistency, I'd say a 3. You really have to push it to get
the time you want. And then also understand the gentrifications and other stuff. Okay, so now it's time to mention why I've been gone for a good bit. And that is because I recently just had my gallbladder removed. Which I kind of blame the oil for that, but at the other same time, it wasn't a whole lot, I don't think. I feel. Although I ate oil and potatoes, that didn't help. That's also saturated butter, so that didn't help either. So, at the end of the day, I hit a roadblock at some point with my gallbladder, and it just gave up. So, I had to take a surgery, get rid of it, and now I feel a bit better. Although a bit mucousy in the mouth, as you can probably hear me just gurgle it a bit sometimes every now and then. My bad. But I do need to at least get up and, mention, do this and stuff. It hasn't been a week of recovery yet. In a way. I'd say week of recovery of the cuts and stuff, so just things they did to help. So where they took it out is the most craziest part. They're gonna take your gallbladder out by robot cutting below your belly button. It's weird. It's so strange. Yeah, your gallbladder, which is the mid-right part of your belly. I don't know if it's in the front or mid of it, because the intestinal line is just one. Or your whole belly's a mess in a way, but yeah. But yeah, that got bad over time for me, so that had to get removed and stuff, and that such. So yeah, that's why I'm basically talking throughout all this time around, just to mention people like where I've been. Not that I don't know if people care or not, but 10 view count's not much. But I really shouldn't ever really say that. But, it just felt like to mention, and then I also got like other things I gotta deal with around the house and stuff. So it's gonna be a bit for probably the next one after this. But at least I had fun doing the Porsche. Now to basically get on to the next one, which is the 650 pp tryouts. Yeah, it's 650 pp tryouts. I will say I'm gonna be basically doing a showcase of PP tryouts, and if anyone says a big thing about it, like they want me to do that one, I will personally do that one. But I'm basically gonna showcase example of all these PP tryouts I could do, and you tell me which one is technically the best one to do. So I'm always just curious if I should do a community voted one. If people like this PP setup right here. I'm trying to mention what specific parts would probably be needed to hit that peak and stuff. Yeah, here we go onto the line stuff. So in that case, I will see you guys next time. You guys take care, and thanks for watching as always. That's good. But till then, see you guys next time.